If it wasn't for the spiritual cleansing therapy that I received, I would still be suffering with depression, suicide, low self-esteem, and anger problems. Through the therapy, things have changed so much. But before that, the issues that led to these problems were trauma, separation in the family, a broken home, failed relationships. The lack of self-esteem made me a very jealous person, so I would destroy relationships through my own attitudes. Problems within the family, divorce, violence, being in abusive relationships. Because my self-esteem was so low, I would accept to be abused. I would accept the situation and think that I didn't deserve anything else. I also went through trauma. I lost family through death, through traumatic accidents. And also I had a cycle of failure. I would always try, I would always have aspirations to do so much, but I would try college and I would fail. I would try university twice and I was unable to finish. I was married and then I was divorced within 2 years. And all of this led to me feeling really worthless, really low, like I was the only one suffering and I couldn't understand why. I was a very closed person, so I wouldn't discuss these things with anyone. I thought if I try hard enough, if I'm good enough, then I'm going to get out of this situation. So I'm going to really make a way for me to get over the trauma and over the past hurts. But nothing worked. Things escalated, my love life became worse. I ended up having a child, thinking that the relationship was going to work. It didn't work. And that's where I hit the bottom of the pit. That's where I saw I was a lone parent on benefits from being a professional, from having security, a job, a home, to being alone with a child. And this was really, really hard for me. I was 24 at the time and I just thought I have not achieved anything. My life was a shame. My life was full of failure. And this led to my depression, even before having my daughter, because the depression and the sadness and the loneliness inside of me was so much. I started taking drugs. I would go out partying the whole weekend or the whole week if I could, ecstasy, cocaine, marijuana, alcohol, whatever was needed just to numb that pain, to numb that loneliness. That's what my life was. It was a cycle of misery. And I tried to do so many things to overcome the misery, to overcome the loneliness. The insomnia was unbearable. I would be the whole night trying to sleep, tossing and turning. It got to a point that I would just watch films the whole night and then I would sleep maybe 6 a.m. It's like I was tormented inside. There was no one, and it was like voices through my head was telling me I should just end it all. I even thought about ending my life, ending my child's life, but I didn't have the courage to do it. I knew that if I ended my life, that child would be going through the same thing that I was going through. She would be left alone. She would be left feeling rejected, and I didn't want that for her. So I continued to look for solutions, didn't work. I continued hiding my problems. I continued putting on a front to my family that everything was fine, that I was strong, that I was happy, that I was moving forward. But inside, I just wanted to end it. Every day was a day of misery. Every day was like there was no solution. Until a friend invited me to attend one of the spiritual cleansing therapies. At first, it was very hard, really, really hard. I didn't want to go deep inside and see all the trauma, all the misery, all the hurt and pain, and I didn't actually believe that that could change, that I could really be happy. But through attending these sessions, through just saying, you know what, okay, what do I do? And the first thing I had to do was realize that I have to help myself. I had to really accept that I cannot help anyone else unless I start to look at myself and get the help that I need for myself. So I started to attend the spiritual cleansing therapy sessions. Step by step, I started opening up, and I realized I wasn't the only one going through these problems. I realized that there was help, there was people that care, that everything that I had been through, there's someone out there that's been through it as well. So this step by step, it's not easy, it was a process, but I found help, and step by step I found that the insomnia, within a month or so, I wasn't suffering anymore with the insomnia. I wasn't sad anymore, I wasn't depressed, because it's like I found hope. It's like I found happiness. I started to tell myself things are going to change, but it wasn't words, because I had the support to take the action needed to really change the situation, to change what was happening inside of me. So the spiritual cleansing therapy is not just words, it's really help. It's practical, spiritual help. These problems, I realized, the negativity, the heaviness, the depression, I don't have to suffer with that. Nobody has to suffer with that. But unless we go through this cleansing therapy, then unfortunately the situation will not change. So today, things are so different. I'm happy, I have a great job. Inside I have peace, I can sleep, I can make decisions, which sounds small, but I was very indecisive before. I'm confident, I'm reassured that whatever decision I make, even if it's not the right decision, there's always a way out. So the spiritual cleansing therapy I would recommend to anyone that's going through similar problems that I went through. Whatever it is, there is a solution, and I am proof of that, and my life is completely changed because of it.